unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
I am unbeatable. Couple minutes on the score. Every time they wanna clash, the winner's kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stop, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
It's Boxing Day buckets here on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. The Caledonia Gladiators and the Manchester Giants have had a busier Christmas than Santa and have probably covered as many miles. The last time the Gladiators and the Giants faced off, it was a tense encounter as the men from Scotland just sneaked through by 6 points. And that was thanks to some sharp shooting by Patrick Whelan and Trent Buttrick. Since then, Manchester's Evan Walsh has looked like a world beater, and he'll need to be if the Giants are going to overhaul the informed Scots. Josh Bett and Graham Hiscock have this one for you.
Well, thank you, Janetta. Welcome, Basel fans, here to Scotland for tonight's British Basketball League matchup between the Caledonia Gladiators and the visitors, the Manchester Giants. Well, good afternoon, Basel fans. I'm your commentator, Josh Bett, alongside Graham Hiscock. Graham, Caledonian second, Giants near the bottom of the league, but this could be a very exciting matchup.
Yeah, this is massive game. Caledonia losing, as well as Manchester Giants in their last game just a few days ago. So huge implications both ends of the table.
Well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups for these two teams, and we will begin with our host, the Caledonia Gladiators. Well, Gareth Murray is going to go with a backcourt along with Patrick Whelan and Prince Zamos will play the small forward role. The DeBose will also be in the backcourt, while two bigs inside, you'll see Clifton Moore Jr. and Lucas Paliza. There is your starting lineup for the Caledonia Gladiators. Well, of course, the Manchester Giants, this is going to be a very exciting team, to say the least. I mean, two players you're going to see in the starting lineup tonight will be Legend Robertson along with William Lee, the two bigs. Nicholas Lewis, who's been on fire recently, he'll be in the backcourt along with Harris, and as well as Jamel Anderson, the GB International. Well, Graham, I guess at the moment, it's time for us to look at some of the key players in this match, and there is one player to begin with.
Yeah, Patrick Whelan, 15.2 points a game. Just does it all, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 33 minutes a game. One of the big minutes players in this league. He's just huge for Caledonia Gladiators, both ends of the floor.
Well, the other player for the Manchester Giants that you want to look out for in this game is this man, Evan Walsh.
Yeah, Evan Walsh, he's in great rhythm. 3 career highs, 22 points a game. He's just been superb. Gladiators better be ready when he gets on the floor.
Well, Basel fans will take a short break as we'll be back momentarily. Well, welcome back, basketball fans. This is the British Basketball League. Our three referees are Ian McDonald, Marianne Dodds, McClusick, and Jean-Paul Heron. They'll be our three officials for tonight's game. We're live here in Scotland for this matchup between the Caledonia Gladiators and the Manchester Giants. And Graham, as we mentioned, Giants starting to pick up a bit of form as of recently, but they need to win tonight to make sure on the equal record as the Surrey Scorchers, who are just above them.
Yeah, it's a real fight down the bottom there. Leicester Riders don't want to be dragged into that either. And if Plymouth, who beat Caledonia just a couple of days ago, if they get on a roll, they're going to be in the conversation for 8th spot too. But two teams desperate need of a win. Manchester Giants keep the turnovers down, 22 turnovers against Leicester. Gladiators need to improve the rebounding and get their free throw percentage up around or above their season average.
Well, again, the head-to-head between these two teams, again, it's been one-sided. Out of 34 games since 2012, Manchester Giants have won 28 of those. Well, excuse me, they've lost 28 and only won 6. Manchester returned to the British Basketball League on the 21st of September back in 2012. And then they first met the Caledonia Gladiators, then known as the Glasgow Rocks, on the 30th of November, in which one Gareth Murray actually played in that game, but the first time the Giants actually beat the Glasgow Rocks, who are now known as Caledonia Gladiators, that was the following season on the 8th of December, 2013. But can Manchester get one back? It would only take them to 7 wins against them. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching. Welcome. This is the British Basketball League. Caledonia Gladiators will have the first possession of the game. Well, tempo needs to be imperative between these two teams. DeBoe's trying to go for penetration. Just can't get the touch off the backboard, but that's going to be a turnaround, a foul against Caledonia. Yeah,
good defense. The Giants just doing enough to thwart that effort. And it's so important. Giants on the road. It's precarious position down there between them and Surrey, which is fabulous to see. A lot of jeopardy throughout the whole league, but Giants good start with a defensive stop.
Harris here in the backcourt has Nicholas Lewis with it, but they're going to turn this one over. They have numbers. He's a finds DeBose, goes up, and Campbell almost missed a dunk, but he's able to knock that one down. Good job of converting the turnovers into transition points by the Gladiators. And another turnover. Well, Giants are able to keep this one alive. Well, Lee going from the mid-range, able to get it.
Yeah, sloppy start from the Giants. 22 turnovers, I've already mentioned. They've got to take care of the ball. Do they get Boursier in earlier than they normally do to stop the issues they're having controlling the basketball?
Well, Anderson's just being a little overzealous there on the defense. He's going to get called for a foul early on. You like the intensity, of course, of the Manchester Giants, but play like this, you got to be very careful. I mean, also look how quickly Gladiators are able to get numbers in transition. It's a 3-on-1. Giants have got to take care of the ball, Graham.
Yeah, and Ian DeBose, one of the second best player on this team for sure, alongside Whelan.
Well, Whelan went for the three-pointer, can't connect with it. But DeBose gets it back. Got it by William Lee. DeBose goes in, just can't finish. Good defense by Ledger Robertson. Giants still looking for their first field goal. Lee being smothered on defense, but that will go out of bounds. That will remain Giants' possession. A lot to think about for Brian Simone coming into this game. We talked about, this could be a very exciting end to the season between Giants and Surrey to see, potentially who could get 8th, who could get 7th maybe. I mean, it's going to be quite exciting at the bottom end of the playoffs.
It's consistency for the Giants for sure.
Well, finds Lewis, goes for fadeaway inside, well, just outside the paint, and Giants get their first field goal.
Yeah, Nick Lewis has been superb recently. They need to get the ball into his hands as much as possible.
Plies it down the middle, tries to go for a little bit of contact with a floater. This one's no problem. Big Mac just putting the ball on the floor, taking it inside the paint.
Yeah, Paliza just under 12 points a game, but he's a big threat from outside the three-point line. But he can get to the bucket as well. Good size at 6'8", 6'9".
Well, Anderson left wide open. They go under the screen. 3 is up, no good. Ledger Robertson with the offensive board. He rips the ring down. Well, Big Mac getting hungry very early on.
Yeah, we love Robertson getting to the hoop.
Almost fires a three, can't get it. Both teams unable to knock down from the perimeter here at the moment in the first quarter. Now Lewis off one screen. Lewis finds Robertson again. Has a pivot, but goes up. Big man, when he gets the ball inside the paint, Graham, it only becomes one solution.
Yeah, and he has been so aggressive recently, both ends of the floor, blocking shots and finishing with thunderous dunks.
Goes up, avoids the block with a tough penetration by the GB International. Again, looking very forward for Patrick Whelan to when he plays for Great Britain in next February.
Yeah, good concentration by Whelan. There was a lot of defensive pressure coming. Kept his eyes on the prize and scored.
Harris tried to isolate, and the Gladiators just bail him out with a foul. This one's going to be against Clifton Moore Jr.
Yeah, Gladiators just being put under pressure there by the Giants, going all the way to the basket, not settling for mid-range or short jump shots.
Well, again, if you are watching live on the British Basketball League YouTube channel, welcome to everybody. Please make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to the British Basketball League on YouTube and all other social media platforms. And I have a question for all the fans currently watching live on the YouTube live stream. What has been the head-to-head between the Manchester Giants and the Caledonia Gladiators in the last 5 games? Let us know in the comment bank. Well, Harris currently at the free throw line here for the Manchester Giants. Well, 2-point lead to the team from Lancashire. A lot of history with the Giants. We obviously mentioned in previous games, coached by the great Nick Nurse. Also have players such as Phil Handy, York Williams. Not to mention some great GB players like Mike Bernard, as well as DeBose now throws the alley-oop. For more catches, no problem for the big man. I think the neutral fans would probably like to see him connect with that one mid-air.
Yeah, Clifton Moore coming down on finishing with the left hand, which is maybe the tougher move, but 2 points the net result.
These two teams locked in at 8 apiece. Lewis has the ball in his hands. Time winding down. Pulls up for a long 2-pointer. Again, he just knows how to make tough shots in tough situations, doesn't he?
Yeah, Nick Lewis right up there in the leading players for Manchester Giants. That's a big-time shot. His feet just straddling the 3-point line.
Well, Beliza fires up for 3, left wide open, and he's fouled in the process. William Lee just overcommits himself, so 3 free throws coming up for the Czech Republic International.
Yeah, he's such a threat from 3-point range. Got to respect. He's a good free throw shooter as well, which is the problem for Manchester Giants right there, but just overcommitting on the closeout, William Lee. Shoots over 43%, Josh, from the 3-point line, so as soon as he catches and prepares to shoot, the defense are going to have to close him out. And then when he gets to the free throw line, just under 77%.
Was originally from the small town of Ostrava in the Czech Republic. It stands at 203 centimeters, roughly 6'8", as we mentioned. 5-time champion of the Czech Republic League, where he was playing for the great Iranimburg, a team that started its championship run in the 2003-04 season and finishing as of last season when BK Opava won it for the first time. Talk about a dynasty.
Yeah, Pava, of course, had a brief stint in the Basketball Champions League as well, but Iranimburg, absolute class team with all the best Czech internationals playing that.
Well, here's a home debut here for this man, Bothwell. I mean, he's got a lot of expectations to live up to because this team, as we mentioned, playing in the FIBA Europe Cup, but, you know, a bright talent coming in from Gareth Murray.
Yeah, they want to bring in good team players, and Bothwell's certainly one of those. Really quick guard and good hands there, immediate deflection.
Another turnover here from the Giants. Question is, can the Gladiators convert this? Bothwell trying to go inside the paint. Good defensive presence by Ledger Robertson. Now Giants, they're going to spawn down the other end to retake the lead. Harris for a quick 3 in the corner. Just a little too short, but another offensive rebound. Well, there's a man you don't want to give any space to, but he's unable to connect as William Lee gets a follow-up now. Are they going to call a foul on William Lee? Yeah. It's very interesting, Graham.
Yeah. And Brian Simonin in the background with head in hands. I didn't look too much wrong with that. It just seemed that he beat the player that was trying to box him out, and he got good position. So I can see why Coach Simonin is not happy. Let's just check it out again. Shots off. He's got hold of Bothwell, and he's just overpowered him.
Well, he'll be very, very disappointed with that call. And at the moment, they have made a change. Ledger Burton and William Lee both go to the bench, so Giants will go slightly smaller.
Yeah, and maybe that will help Bothwell get to the bucket, because after he tried to go there last time, Robertin sent his shot going back from the direction it came.
Applies a step back, takes another deep three, can't get it. Clifton Moore Jr. unable to get the offensive rebound. Giants looking to push this one, still trailing by 1. Madison going in with the Euro step, draws a foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. Well, nice play by the GB International.
Yeah, Jamal Anderson.
Well, Basel fans, we're going to take a short break as we will be back momentarily. Well, Brian Simonin probably very disappointed with the previous call against William Lee, but at the moment it will be Jamal Anderson going to the free throw line for the Manchester Giants. And we're talking about a player who made a brief little run with the Great Britain national team during the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers, but at the moment he's really come into a, I wouldn't even say a veteran role. He's still a go-to player for the Giants at the moment.
Yeah, he's joint leading scorer. He's plays the most minutes in the whole of the British Basketball League. That just shows the resilience and the fitness and the strength of this guy. And just total concentration. I love his routine at the free throw line. He never rushes, deep breath, just closes those eyes, opens, focuses, knocks it down.
Well, Bothwell, Butterick, Almost Whelan, and Palazzo currently on the floor here for the Gladiators. Whelan left wide open, takes a three, and knocks it down, giving Caledonia a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Whelan over 40% from behind the arc, one of the top 3-point shooters in the league. No hesitation, catch and shoot, knocks it down.
Well, a foul has been called off the ball. There should be 2 free throws because now the Giants are in the penalty. Something Caledonia desperately wanted to avoid here in the first quarter. Well, there was a triple by Patrick Whelan, and he's got to have a good game here tonight. And again, one thing we got to pay him a lot of homage for is he does a relentless job of chasing defenders when he doesn't have the ball away. Also losing his defenders too. Well, currently Austin Lawton at the free throw line here for the Manchester Giants. Well, Started his professional career playing in the Netherlands prior to the league being known as the BNXT League. Also played briefly in Spain, the Hellenic Basketball League, for 5 games for Yanokis. Still a 1-point lead to the Giants. To Caledonia, excuse me. Both teams trying to exercise, going right through the benches. Gladiators trying to extend the lead here. Bothwell trying to isolate. Down the middle goes in a smooth little play, a finger off you like that, Graham.
Yeah, no Robertson, no Lee, so he's able to get all the way to the bucket. They've got to play better defense on the perimeter, Giants, to keep Bothwell away from the key.
Another response here by Nicholas Lewis, unable to connect with it. Gladiators lead it by 3. Pulls up for the mid-range. Now it's a 5-point ball game. The home crowd really getting into this one as KJ comes to light.
Yeah, Carl Johnson, a good man to come off the bench. Nice assist from Bothwell.
Getting soft play by Stapley. Giants, look like a different team when they don't have Robertson or Nick. Well, another deep one here. Going to Kyle Johnson. A nice rejection by Lord. But go back to what I was saying, a different team when they don't have Legend Robertson or William Lee on the floor.
Yeah, that's just like a complete confidence for the guards to be able to play defense and know they've got a shot blocker there.
Finds Austin Lawton under the basket. He cuts it down now to a 3-point ball game. Giants scrambling.
I like the fact Bullsea's into the game, Josh. He just takes care of the ball so much better.
Well, goes out of bounds, but that will remain Caledonia ball. Well, here's a substitution that, we talked about. He's probably been their best player, most excited, probably one of the most excited players in the British Basketball League at the moment, but still coming off the bench at the moment for the Manchester Giants.
Yeah, 2 player of the games, 22 points against London Lions in that overtime loss. He's doing it on 2 games in the flow, or if it's a single game.
Well, Butcher getting an offensive rebound for the Gladiators. Trying to look for that post up. Time winding down. Bothwell going in with a Euro step. Floaters up, can't get it. Well, Gladiators getting an offensive rebound as Kyle Johnson made that 6 points in a row for him.
Yeah, great job by Johnson, just hanging around the basket, went up strong. Again, no shot blockers, no problem for the Gladiators.
Well, Walsh going in and around the defense, unable to get it. He does such a great job of penetrating, finding loopholes, but that time was unable to convert. Clifton Moore Jr. going in, hanging in the air, and I think he's going to get the and one.
Yeah.
And he's going to the free throw line here for the 3-point play.
Yeah, Coach Simone has got to get Lee back in, Josh. Or Robertson, Legend Robertson, he's got to get some insurance policy around the hoop, because that's way too easy on the perimeter and also in front of the hoop.
Well, timeout now as these 2 teams will talk it over. 1:49 to go, but we make a great point, of course. It's almost like you need one of those players on the floor, whether it is Legend Robertson or it is William Lee, but I guess you also have a big lineup when you have Jamel Anderson and Austin Lawton, but you mentioned it, you don't get the same insurance policy around the bucket.
No, I know that Lee's got some foul trouble, but they're going to have to learn to play with fouls and move their feet, not get their hands caught. Let's listen to Coach.
Right here, look for Fred, take it right, Fred, if he's open, right here. Let's go, you got Fred, so right, once you go here, cross it, stay really high. You can start walking back to the middle.
Well, again, one thing I think he's going to try and identify is try to probably, free up some perimeter shooters on the wings, of course, with players such as Patrick Wheel and Kyle Johnson. I mean, this is a team on any given night can really make it rain from downtown.
Yeah, they are one of the leading 3-point shooting teams in the league, and they've got a lot of different weapons to use. As we look at Evan Walsh, he's coming a bit later than he often does, just 2 minutes to go in the quarter. 10.3 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists, but it's these last 5 games, Josh, or so, except the last time these teams met when he only got 5 points, when he has gone off every single game.
Clifton Moore Jr. unable to get the three-point play, but another offensive rebound. The rejection. Oh, William Lee, there we talked about it. There's your solid insurance policy. Just put this man around the rim. I can tell you something right now, nothing will penetrate the zone. I mean, I think we did the Bristol game last week, and he had 2 blocks back-to-back. I mean, this guy, he's ready for a block party.
Yeah, he is. He's great anticipation. Him and Sharma, 2 of the leading shot blockers in the league, for sure.
Well, Pumpface now steps through, takes a 3, bit of contact, no foul called. That's going to be an out-of-bounds violation. 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. Manchester still trailing by 7 points.
Yeah, really good timeout by Coach Simonian, getting the reaction from his team and getting Legend Roberton back in the game.
Well, nice little quick transition bucket there. That's what he does best.
Yeah.
The confidence of Evan Walsh.
Absolutely, Josh. He is terrorizing in transition, and he's a nightmare for all the defenses in this league.
Nice play finding Clifton Moore Jr. inside the paint. Again, he's working very hard tonight, just, you know, flashing into those open zones and getting the ball into dangerous areas.
Yeah, just picks his spots. Really efficient player. Doing a nice job this evening for the team.
Well, Anderson coming off one screen, hesitating. Tries to isolate, can't get it, but a foul's going to be called. And that's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Legend Roberton, because, again, Manchester Giants are in the penalty.
Yeah, Roberton again, he is a problem at both ends of the floor. Dancing along the baseline is Anderson, but if you don't box him out, he's got inside position on Clifton Moore, and that's going to be a foul all day long. Great job by Legend Roberton.
Jamel Anderson starting his professional career as young as 18 years old. He's played for a variety of different teams, spent the majority of his great career playing with the Leicester Riders. Also played for one former team known as the Essex Pirates that existed in the British Basketball League back in the 2009-10 season. And here's another legend. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it? Son of the great Jeff Jones. And he played for not only the Giants, but also Manchester United Basketball Club.
Yeah.
And Callum Jones following right in his father's footsteps.
Yeah, another basketball family. Georgia Jones as well, excellent player. Jeff's daughter.
10 here on the shot clock. Giants will want to get a 1-more stop and try to get the final bucket. An offensive foul is going to be called. No, they're going to call this on Evan Walsh. Oh yeah. And it did look like first, like KJ had just put his arm out there to push him off, but let's have a look at the replay.
Yeah, he's fighting around the screen, which he seems to do pretty well. He's not pushing the screener out of the way or interfering too much with the player with the ball, and I can see why he feels a little bit aggrieved there, but referees have called it. Carl Johnson to the line, who's just doing a great job. And with all these games coming thick and fast, you've got to have input from players right through the roster.
Well, originally from Scarborough, Ontario, Canada, just outside of Toronto, British Canadian who has featured for the Great Britain national team. He's played for nearly 20 professional basketball clubs. That's incredible, that is. Morcier penetrating, finds Walsh. Walsh penetrates, goes in, avoids the block, but can't get it. Caledonia, the shot clock is turned off, so if they're clever, they'll take the final possession. Buttrick slowing this one down. They're spinning around now, going up. Draws a foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. Great job. Giants just been exploited on defense.
Yeah, again, Bothwell, tricky, moving to the side. He extends his arm, and Burton Legend, if he just kept his hands up straight, which is what he does best, and not come forward to try and swipe the ball away, that would have been a more successful defensive play. Great job by Bothwell.
Oh, 23 years of age, just fresh out of the NCAA last season where he played at Furman Paladins. Last season averaged 17.7 points a game in his senior year. So quite an experience for him to come and play in, you know, quite a very up-and-coming, exciting British Basketball League for a very good team as well.
Yeah, it's a well-coached team. He'll enjoy playing for Gareth Murray's outfit. And he's doing a nice job.
Well, Basel fans, that is the end of third quarter. The Caledonia Gladiators do have the leader at the moment between them and the Manchester Giants. As we will be back for the second quarter, we're going to take a short break as we'll be back momentarily. Welcome back, British Basketball League fans, here in Scotland for this game between the Caledonia Gladiators and the Manchester Giants. Second quarter about to get underway. The Giants currently trailing to the host here at the moment. 8-point ball game. Boursier going down the middle. Puts him a little teardrop, but still just struggling to break down this Caledonia defense, Graham.
Yeah, Boursier again, really good look. You'd expect him to make that floater, something he specialises in, just short of the rim. Manchester got to get a grip in this game.
Well, finding Clifton Moore Jr. at the moment, he's having a field day inside the paint. Everything he touches seems to be going his way.
Yeah, nice play, just catches, elevates, knocks it down. Mid-range, nothing but net.
10-point ball game. Gladiators in control. This Giants trying to build some momentum. Walsh penetrates, bit of contact, and again, just aggressively goes off the backboard.
That's tough, fading away against Trent Buttrick, who's got a lot more size than Evan Walsh, but what a great touch from number 77.
Giants trailing by 8 points. Trying to find ways to get stops here. Buttrick got it by Snapley. Well, Buttrick trying to force his way. Good job by Ledger Robertson. Now nobody running here with Walsh. Walsh splits the defense, goes up, gets pinned off the backboard. KJ left in the corner, bit of time and space. Again, he fires a three-pointer. It's back to a double-digit lead to the Gladiators.
Yes, great job by Carl Johnson. Just what Gladiators need, because he's had a relatively quiet season. He's exploded in this game.
Stanley finding Ledger Robertson, trying to post up here. Good footwork by the big man, but even better defense. The Giants come back up with it. Stampley does take three-pointers and responds by cutting it back down to 8 points.
Yeah, he's made some big threes recently. None bigger maybe than that one, because it just keeps Manchester Giants in touch. Nice assist from Evan Walsh.
Johnson trying to use the ball screen, finding Ian DeBose. Seconds left here. DeBoe's going all the way. Has to put up a Hail Mary shot. The follow by Clifton Moore Jr.
Yeah.
Well, the presence of Ledger Robertson trying to come over and help just left the big man wide open.
Yeah, and you've got to help the helper. But again, Clifton Moore just finding the seams, finding the gaps. Good touch off the glass.
Finds Robertson trying to post up. Gets caught in a double team. Foul's going to be called against Buttrick. Well, again, he has just been a solid block body inside. I mean, look at this, pins him off the backboard like a magnet on the refrigerator, but even here, it's good defense. I mean, that's up against a player his own size.
Yeah, and with Walsh, maybe Walsh should have come back to his left hand because he's so good at misdirection steps during his strides to the bucket.
Well, Lewis going just outside the mid-range. It's back to an 8-point ball game. They need him to catch fire tonight.
Yeah, Lewis, get him shots, get him open. Very dangerous player, one of the leading scorers on this Giants team.
Willing down the middle. Clifton Moore Jr. has been great so far, but unable to convert there. Now Walsh comes up with it. Just stumbles in his tracks, and I think he's just fallen to the ground, and maybe, well, hopefully he's going to be okay. I think they're going to call a traveling violation.
Well, that's tough, because if we haven't able to have another look at this, I think he trips over the outstretched foot of DeBose, who's trying to reach for the ball. So, you know, that's tough on Manchester Giants. I know you don't always get all the calls when you're on the road, but he didn't trip of his own volition. He ended up going over DeBose's foot. That's my view on it anyway, Josh. I'm not.
Well, he tripped over. You're absolutely right, but then I think he made contact. I don't know if it was knee to knee or what part of the leg it was, but painful contact with Buttrick. I think that's why he's in a bit of pain at the moment. But
yeah, he's got to be careful now, because otherwise he's going to end up getting a tech, because he's very frustrated. He's not quite getting to the bucket like he normally does. He's being blocked.
Right there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yep. It wasn't with Buttrick. My apologies. It was with Fraser Malcolm.
It just hasn't happened for Evan, but the more he plays well, the more the teams are going to key on him, and he's going to be #1 on their scouting sheet.
That's the penetration by DeBose. Finds Clifton Moore, hangs in the air, and another foul's going to be called. So 2 free throws coming up here for Clifton Moore Jr.
Yeah, they've identified successful options here, Caledonia Gladiators. They're going to Clifton Moore Jr. every single time they can, because the help's coming, and then the help for the helper is not rotating over quick enough, so there's seams there in the paint. Nice job by Coach Murray.
Well, free throws are just one of those. You need to step up to the charity stripe and just knock them down. Again, it's one of those you don't want to look back on the game and think it could have been a different outcome had you made all your free throws. We especially know with the likes of Clifton Moore Jr. went to LaSalle University, but again, he finished his senior at Providence College.
Yeah, 90% free throw shooter as well, so it's an unusual miss.
Well, Jones doesn't take many shots, and this one can't knock it down. Left wide open. 9-point lead to the Gladiators. Foul's going to be called again on the ground. This one's going to be against Callum Jones.
Yeah, Callum just struggling to get into the rhythm defensively, and he had a nice look there from the free throw line, which may have just settled him down.
Well, there you can see Clifton Moore Jr. leading the scoring right here for the Caledonia Gladiators. 11 points at the moment. Back to the big man. Time's winding down. DuBose's got to find a 3 up. Again, no problem for DuBose, and it's all Caledonia, Graham.
Yeah, that is such a nice read and react. 2 players going towards Clifton Moore, so he kicks it back to DuBose for the 3.
Jamel Anderson forces up a tough contested 3-pointer. Wheeler with the rebound, trying to push the tempo. Well, nice dive, finds Clifton Moore. Are you kidding me? Oh, baby! Clifton Moore Jr. just set the house on fire with that one. That might be play of the season.
Yeah.
Again, you'd have to go back to that. Was incredible.
That was nasty, Josh, really nasty.
Well, DeBoe's going to come up with it. Now, what do we have here? DeBoe's going to go, and he's going to throw it down with 2 hands. Now it is a 16-point ball game to the Caledonia Gladiators. Again, It's amazing how two phenomenal players can just turn this game around for the Gladiators. Just incredible stuff. I mean, it started with Patrick Whelan finding Fraser Malcolm, and then Clifton Moore Jr. I mean, right here, have a look at this.
Whoa,
Here was one
whoa,
dime,
whoa.
here's another dime, and
Right.
Clifton Moore just said good night to Ledger Burton.
Yeah, and that's because of the unselfish nature of this team. Whelan gives it across to Fraser Malcolm. The perfect bounce pass. So all Clifton Moore Jr. had to do was run, catch, and Ledger Burton thinks he can block everybody, but he couldn't block Clifton Moore Jr. That was awesome.
Well, timeout here as these two teams will talk it over, but well, here was a steal by Ian DeBose. Again, back-to-back ducks, we got to give respect. I mean, it's a great play, but, you know, back-to-back defensive plays, converting those plays into transition points. All of a sudden, you hear at home, this crowd, it's the Christmas festive holidays. They're loving it, Graham.
Yeah, it's great to be playing at home on Boxing Day. It's tough for the Giants, who lost at home against Leicester, and now this game is starting to slip away. 22 turnovers against Leicester. They got to improve. There was 5 for Evan Wolf, 6 for Jamal Anderson. Only 4 turnovers so far, but it just seems that each turnover they make, Caledonia Gladiators are cashing in every time.
Well, the home crowd coming here in East Clydesdale for this big matchup. It's been an 8-0 run in the last 1 minute 13 seconds by the Caledonia Gladiators. Giants need a response from this play. Looking for a handoff, finding Harris, who tries to split the defense. Again, Anderson just knocking down the three-pointer in the corner, and that silences the 8-0 run. Giants need something big.
Yeah, that was huge, absolutely necessary for that to go down. And Anderson all alone in the corner drains it.
Whelan Coe on the screen. Kicks out to DeBose. Now we're under 10 here on the shot clock for the Gladiators. DeBose looking to attack, throws it right away. Good defense by Jamal Anderson. Can the Giants convert this one? Well, Harris just got way too casual with it, Graham.
I don't know what's going on there. That should not be happening by Harris, one of their leading ball handlers.
Well, leaving Whelan wide open. He puts it back up by 16 points. Rated three-pointers for the Gladiators.
Yes, another 3 points directly off a turnover. Sloppy play from Harris and the Giants. Great 3, though, from Whelan, who is right at the 4 for this Gladiators team.
Well, there's the penetration by Nicholas Lewis. Nobody following up for an offensive rebound. Gladiators are going to push this one. Almost back to Whelan. Whelan now puts him up by 18 points with under 4 minutes. It's all Caledonia.
That's wonderful. 13 assists already. What a pass from Onwas. And Whelan running the floor gets his reward with the layup.
Well, lead back in the game. Comes for a soft mid-range. Can't get it. Giants just not getting the offensive rebounds here at the moment. Gladiators looking to go up by 20. Fraser Malcolm, he takes a 3. Well, Anderson's ahead. They don't get the ball quick enough to him. Splits the defense again. He lays this one up, cutting it back down to 16 points. Well, it's been one-sided so far between the Giants and the Caledonia Gladiators.
Yeah, they've just been rushing their offense, and
well, Basel fans, we're going to take a short break as we'll be back momentarily. Well, you are witnessing the play of the season in the British Basketball League. Clifton Moore Jr. with no regard for Ledger Robertson's feelings on that one. The ball didn't touch the floor apart from the bounce pass.
Yeah, that was just great team play, and what a perfect finish on Boxing Day for Moore, and certainly got the Gladiators fans and us too onto their feet.
Well, over 3 minutes to go. Gladiators in total control of this one. Well, Moore's been unstoppable so far. They're going to call this foul on the ground. And that will be the third team foul against the Giants. That foul's going to be against Austin Lawton. Well, the confidence in Clifton Moore Jr.'s game so far in this game has been impressive. I mean, he looks every time he wants to get the ball like he wants to isolate.
Yeah, and he's making quick decisions like that dunk, like the jump shot that he made. He's 60% from two-point range coming into this game. So,
well, really another step back three-pointer. He's been on fire so far, getting into a good rhythm.
Yeah, it's great. Whelan living up to the billing, leading player in this team, along with Dubose and Clifton Moore Jr.
Well, Lewis way off the mark. 5 out of 10 from the perimeter. Dubose finds Poliza. He gets fouled. Why is Austin Lawton getting so animated there? I mean, it's a clear as daylight foul.
Yeah, again, the shot was way too quick by the Giants. Gladiators in transition. And again, pass, Poliza, good angle. And just gets nailed by Lawton. There's no way that's a good block. I'm sure when he looks back at the film, he'll realise that is a foul. But they're shooting too quick. Caledonia Gladiators coming out strong in transition. It's a real recipe for success for Caledonia and big struggles for the Giants.
Well, Lucas Poliza, the one time he did play for his national team was at the 2017 FIBA Eurobasket. That was for the Czech Republic when they finished in 20th position. The only game they did win was against Romania. But his highest points tally, he had 18 points in a loss against Hungary. A couple of players, of course, as we've seen in the British Basketball League, have played in those FIBA Continental Championships. You know, Padilla Wang's going to feature for South Sudan potentially at the upcoming FIBA Afrobasket. Jordan Hunt's featured already in the FIBA Asia Cup. And not to mention Patrick Whelan, he's played in the Eurobasket as well. So great to see the international caliber of players we have in this league.
Yeah, I was there in Romania for that Eurobasket group stage with Czech Republic.
Oh yeah, you called that game, didn't you? I just realised that.
They really...
Speaking to the guy who commentated it.
They really struggled in that group stage.
Well, 19-point ball game, big time three-pointer. It's me spewing facts, and I'm sitting right next to the guy that was there. That's incredible. Well, Poliza now.
And I was paying attention. Whelan. Oh, my goodness.
Another three-pointer, 6 for 11 from the Caledonia Gladiators. He is on fire at the moment. Well, that might have been, I'm not sure if that was a 2 or a 3, actually, but... Well, going back, the Jamel Anderson three-pointer was actually a 2-point shot.
Yeah, again, the spacing is just perfect for Caledonia Gladiators. The ball is moving with energy. Manchester Giants cannot keep up with them in transition or half court on the defensive end.
Well, Harris finding Ledger Robertson, gets caught a double team. Robertson just threw that one off the backboard. It's going to go out of bounds. That will remain possession to the Manchester Giants on the baseline. 1:41 to go here in the first half.
I mean, we say it all the time when you're behind, but Giants just need this next 141. They've got to get it below 20 to start with and get a foothold back in this game.
Well, Lewis trying to isolate. Nowhere to go here. Throws a tough one. It's going to be a backcourt violation. At the moment, the Giants just can't take care of the rock, Graham.
Yeah, I go back to the game against Leicester when they've lost at home. 22 turnovers is way too much. They've only made 5 turnovers to date, but in this game, but it's every single turnover, it seems. Caledonia Gladiators have 7 points from turnovers, and whether they're scoring directly or getting fouled, it's causing a real problem.
Evan Walsh coming back into the game for the Manchester Giants after picking up that bump. Legs made collision with Fraser Malcolm, but it seems like he's going to be okay. He's going to have to force something up. He's got no time left. Finds a bit of separation. The fadeaway's up. No good. Over a minute to go. Giants trailing by 22. Lee pump fakes. Back to Leisure Robertson. Big man goes in. He's fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, much better. Just 6 assists so far to go alongside the 6 turnovers, but at least they're looking for each other there. The 2 bigs, William Lee at the free throw line, Legend Robertson diving to the bucket where he can cause maximum damage. So nice play by the Giants.
Started in the British Basketball League with the Surrey Scorchers when Krion Raftopoulos was head coach. He was in the 21-22 season. A lot of times in the offseason spent the majority of his development with one infamous Ryan Richards, British player who was drafted in the NBA in the 2011 draft by the San Antonio Spurs. And some similarities in their games, of course, but the one thing you want to see Legend Robertson really do is become a solidified back to the basket post player.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. We know he can finish with thunderous dunks and block shots, but just add that little bit of finesse to his game as well.
A lot of promise with Legend Robertson. Foul's going to be called by Nicholas Lewis. That's a 15 foul, so 2 free throws will be coming up. It's quite a poor foul to give away, Graham.
Yeah, you've got to play defense. Got to move your feet, guard your yard, and don't just reach like that, especially with Paliza, who's a top free throw shooter.
Interesting, his name is actually Lukash. As if you go to his name, Lukash, he has the accent mark above the S, which makes a sh sound. I'm gonna have to ask him about that one.
Well, okay, we'll work on it for the remainder of this game and the season. He's certainly a name you need to know because he's prime-time player for the Gladiators.
Well, Paliza making the second free throw, 24-point lead. That's a potential 2-for-1 for the Gladiators if they can get a stop here on defense. Lewis tries to penetrate, nowhere to go. Finds Evan Walsh. Final second now, it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a 24-second violation. 26.5 seconds left. The Gladiators will try to go for the final shot here of the first half.
Yeah, real problem for Evan Walsh because of the great play he has been having, the run he's been on. Teams are keying on him. So when he comes on the floor, they have plans for him, and they've made it very difficult for Evan Walsh today, the Gladiators.
Well, timeout call by Gareth Murray, just probably wants to drop one final offense to get a high percentage look. His team do lead by 24 points, but it's one thing you got to love about the British Basketball League, of course, is the unpredictability of all the games. But looking at Evan Walsh and knowing how great he is coming into this game, I mean, he's played some solid minutes so far, but they just need him to have that outbreak at some point in the third quarter for them to try and have a possibility of coming back into the game. Yeah,
all his big games, Josh, he's just come off the bench and he has just gone, and they've just been able to slow him down.
Well, you can see 16 points in the head-to-head against Evan Walsh for Patrick William. 2 players potentially we could see play for Great Britain at the upcoming FIBA Eurobasket qualifiers. Games we'll see against the Netherlands and Greece. I mean, that's going to be a very exciting qualification. It's not the third time. Once in a World Cup qualifiers, twice in World Cup qualifiers. Now in a Eurobasket qualifiers, we're going to be meeting the Greeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's just going to be fabulous. We want a full house for the home legs, and playing the Greeks, so much experience. But we've got a lot of great players here in this league now that are eligible to play, and Evan Walsh, Patrick Whelan got to be in the conversation to at least make the training roster, the long list, and then hopefully get in the 12.
Well, we've played the Greeks now 4 times, 2 qualifiers. We've beaten them once. Patrick Whelan was a part of that team. That was in Newcastle. So again, another chance to crack at it. But as you mentioned, many great players in contention for that GB squad here in the British Basketball League. Well, they're going to call a foul here. I'm not sure if they've called this one against Buttrick. Oh no, they've called against the Giants. So 2 free throws coming up for the Gladiators.
Yeah, it is tough, and now technical foul for Lewis.
The Giants at the moment just losing their composure, choking under intense pressure. So this is going to be 3 free throws coming up. I imagine Bleetz will probably take all 3 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. High percentage free throw shooter. And I may have mentioned it before when we've covered the Gladiators, but players like Lukash, Paliza, are in that sort of mould of that Gareth Murray player. You know, the wing, the shooter, high percentage shooters, great decision makers, and Whelan is really following on from that. Dubose, a really smart player. So he's really putting together a roster that play the right way. They're not angels. I know Lewis has just got a tech. We covered the game when Onwas lost the plot, and he had to walk. So they're treading that fine line as well. And then add Bothwell to the mix as well, Josh, and they're really starting to build a nice roster for the second half of the season as well.
Well, my apologies. It wasn't Polita that was fouled. He took the technical free throw. I thought he was fouled on the call, but it was actually Patrick Whelan who was fouled as Whelan missed the second one. It is now a 26-point lead to the Caledonia Gladiators. Giants can get one last shot. That's not a bad foul by Fraser Malcolm. It's only the third team foul.
Yeah, good heads-up play. And they've got one more foul to give on top of that, so Manchester really got to move the ball smartly here. Just watch, Walsh is going to inbound. Watch for him possibly to get the ball back on some sort of handoff, similar to what Jordan Taylor did the other day with his three-point shot.
Well, that's the final team foul to give. Any more, and the Giants will go to the free throw line. 59 points in one half. It's quite an accolade to take at halftime for Gareth Murray's players, Graham.
That is just happy Christmas. All the Gladiators fans. There's not a lot of Christmas cheer for Manchester Giants at the minute. That's just given away too many quick offenses that haven't worked out, and then Gladiators been able to run transition in.
Well, another foul's gonna be called. So now two free throws are coming up. I think they may have called this one against Buttrick.
Yeah, that's not on the game plan for sure.
I'm not sure if it is on Buttrick, because he was guarding Ledger Robertson. So it's actually Nick Lewis going to the free throw line. And as you mentioned, it's not what the Gladiators would have wanted. So this one's on Patrick Whelan.
But what it does mean, if Lewis makes or misses the second and they get the rebound, they will get another 7 seconds or so to get a decent look, the Gladiators, to finish off the half.
Well, Lewis unable to make the first free throw. Again, imperative, you just need to go to the charity stripe and make these, give yourself a chance. And 26 points, it's not impossible, but it's quite a mountain to climb, Graham, if they're going to come back.
Yeah, it's going to have to be little by little, segment by segment.
Makes the second one, 7.4 left. Gladiators trying to get the ball up the floor. Finding Fraser Malcolm. Pulls up for a quick three. It's up. No good. Well, getting off in time. Almost got it, but again, Manchester Giants just gifting Caledonia Gladiators with two good looks there. But it is indeed a surmountable lead, 25-point lead to the home team as we head into the halftime break. Great half of basketball from Gareth Murray's players so far, Graham.
Total domination, pretty much. They've done everything they needed to do. Ali Hodzic hasn't been required so far. They've just been fabulous, both sides of the ball, and that's a lot of points they've put up.
Okay, basketball fans, we're going to take a short little break as we'll be back momentarily. Welcome back, Basel fans. We're live here in the British Basel League, as it is the Caledonia Gladiators who lead this one with a big lead against the Manchester Giants. Well, Graham, it's been an exciting half so far from the team from Scotland.
Yeah, they've just been superb. That's a lot of points to put up, and in so many ways, half court, from behind the arc, and in transition, culminating in that huge Clifton Moore dunk.
Well, again, statistically, if you look at this game so far, it's only been one direction. Look, 14 field goals from inside the rainbow, but 50% from the perimeter for the Gladiators, Graham.
Yeah, 6 of 12, nice job from the Gladiators, but they've got one of the best three-point shooters, or a couple, with Palitza and Patrick Whelan in their ranks. So 6 of 12, good job. Just 2 of 8 from the Giants.
7 turnovers from the Giants, 17 assists. But Basel fans, right now it's time to relive the story of the half. And you know, it started off like a good game, but too many turnovers has cost the Giants poorly. But the ability for the Gladiators to convert those turnovers into transition points, Graham.
Yeah, points from turnovers, 7, but just straight after turnovers, and that was a really sloppy one by Giants, coming off 22 turnovers just a couple of days ago. But this is where we want legend Robertson right at the hoop, throwing it down, causing issues. And things looked okay at this point early on. You know, Legend Robertson getting in around the hoop, being found, and then Whelan, strong, good concentration under a lot of pressure, gets the 2, then steps back for the 3.
You know, credit to Caledonia. I mean, they're going for high percentage looks from the perimeter, but you know, this is what we need to see more of in Manchester. Pushing the ball in transition, getting quick buckets, and putting Caledonia under pressure.
Yeah, 2 big scores from Evan Walks, but then he's blocked by Clifton Moore Jr. And then this. That is just beautiful 3-man team play. Just putting it on a plate from Clifton Moore Jr. And then immediately after that, DuBose with the steal and the throw down for the Gladiators.
Well, we might have just seen the play of the season in the British Basel League when the ball didn't touch the floor, apart from the one bounce pass made by Fraser Malcolm. But you know, so far it's been one direction, as I keep saying. Caledonia, they're on fire, Graham. Yeah,
no pressure on that pass across the top for Whelan. Then he gets one coming back out. Yet Manchester Giants have got a lot to talk about at halftime.
Well, Basel fans, it is halftime. We are going to leave you with some key highlights. Plymouth versus Caledonia. But before that, we got Manchester versus Leicester. Enjoy this.
Well, it's through Thomas's hands. Lewis, wide open, lines up the 3 and knocks it down. Well, Mackenzie loves that shot. And minute to go in the first quarter. Boursier looking for room and finding Robertson, who shakes the stanchion with a thunder dunk. There's Allen for 3, and he knocks it down, his first triple of the game. Oh, what a follow! Legend Robertson with the hammer. Stampley gets his hands on the ball. Manchester come up with the steal. Lewis out in front. Lewis finishes well. Good use of the body. Allen along the baseline is thrown out by Nicholas Lewis. What a block from Lewis. Absolutely swiped that one away. Oh, what a block from Thomas.
Wow, Thomas measured that one up as well. He was waiting.
Wow, that is a brave shot in transition, and Allen knocks it down. Anderson knocks it loose. 2-on-1 here for the Giants. Lobbed up to Jamel Anderson and stuffed home.
Good play there.
What's the response from Manchester out of that timeout? It's a lob up and alley-oop, and Lawson with the jam. Bowman out to Mackenzie for 3. He knocks it down.
It's a great find and a great decision from Blake Bowman there.
Allen's going to fire up the 3, and he's going to knock it down. 18. He needs 12 more. Allen fires up a 3. Got another one. Maybe there's still time for the 30-30. He's got 22. Here's a big shot in the fourth quarter from Lewis off the backboard. It falls down to Walsh. Walsh forces it home in off the glass, and a chance to cut it to 11. Allen dishes it off this time to Thomas underneath for the lay-in. Or is Thomas just going to dribble it out? He is going to just dribble it out. Well, Leicester have come here in the pre-Christmas game that Rob Paternoster always worries about, but his team have not let him down. Here's Whelan driving hard. Blocked. Second attempt is blocked again. Third attempt, that one's rejected as well. None shall pass.
Goodness me, incredible protection.
Alley-oop to Wiley! And we have our first field goal of the game, and what a spectacular one. They're a man down with Dusha not there. Pauliza knocks it down finally. It's taken over 5 minutes. Another alley-oop lobbed in, and it's thrown down by Wiley.
Only dribbles, no passing.
Nice pass. I'm not sure where the defenders were. Whelan. That is lovely from Patrick Whelan. Just taking it away. Here's Dusha. Onto Wiley underneath, and he finishes it well. And DeBose. Nice. Well, I tell you what, it wouldn't be out of character for Caledonia to come all the way back here in the fourth. Well, the referee was right there. Here's Whelan. Whelan strings the three. It's single figures. He's going to get it stolen away. Bothwell coming in from behind to take it away. Moore will run it back and hammer it in. It's a 2-point game. Almost to the rim, and he's tied the game at 70.
Goodness me.
Green for three, got it. Well, they needed that. Well, they've almost got a shot clock violation there. When you're down 8, how can you almost get a shot clock violation? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, they've turned it over again. What is going on? And DeBose will heave one. He's knocked it down. 5-point game. Oh, my goodness, a timeout was called. Oh, they're up in arms here, Caledonia, because they think they have a steal. The horn has blown. This is the thing. He hits the three in the corner.
Big shot.
And then it's inbounded and turned over, but the horn blows to say it's a timeout, and Caledonia is saying, we've already stole the ball.
Oh, there's one thing I do know. That was an excellent timeout from Paul James.
Yeah. Could be a game-winning timeout, that. Well, that game had absolutely everything, a totally bonkers ending, and the Plymouth City Patriots have won by 7. They survived a fourth quarter onslaught by Caledonia, and these fans are delighted.
Welcome back, Basel fans. We're live here in the British Basel League, as it is indeed the Manchester Giants who trail this one heavily against the Caledonia Gladiators. And Graham, I mean, the Giants have got a lot of work if they want to get back into this one.
Yeah, things have really gone west for them. They were taking quick shots. Caledonia Gladiators were getting out in transition, running in easy layups. The big dump from Clifton Moore Jr. as well, which we spoke about a few times. But that was just sharing the basketball, making one pass, making an extra pass, and getting the best possible shot you can. Giants have really got to start strong in this third quarter if they want to have any chance.
Well, some big fixtures coming up in the British Basel League as we head into the new year. Of course, tonight it is the Giants taking on the Gladiators. And of course, in 2 days' time, you're going to see the Leicester Riders. They'll be hosting the Bristol Flyers on Friday the 29th. The Phoenix will host the Giants. Caledonia will be hosting the London Lions. That's the big game to look out for. That's on Sky Sports. Top of the table clash. While on the 30th of December doubleheader, the Riders will be taking on the Sheffield Sharks. Plymouth City Patriots will be looking to improve on their confidence after their big win as they host the Newcastle Eagles. The New Year's Eve game will see the Sheffield Sharks take on the Manchester Giants. While on the 2024, the first game of the new year, we'll see Surrey Scourgers take on the Imperious London Lions. They're your big fixtures. Now, going to this game, of course, one player to talk about, Patrick Wheeler. He's been on fire, and you know, we mentioned the player to look out for.
Yeah, he has delivered big time. 4 or 5 from behind the arc. He's 41% coming into the game, but whether it's a catch and shoot or a step back, he has just been superb. Wherever the ball's coming from, whether it's the opposite wing or from the direction of the key, like that shot there with the assist from Palitza, he has been superb, full of confidence, and Gladiators fully in control.
Well, Gladiators, of course, built the big lead in the second quarter. The question is, how far can they go on here, or will we see the greatest comeback of all time this season? 26 points, not impossible, but as I mentioned, it is a mountain to climb. William finding Clifton Moore Jr. kicks out the Blitzer, has a contested 3 points up, and no problem. Bit of a heat check there from the man for Czech Republic.
Yeah, big-time three-point shooter. That's his first one made today, but again, good spacing, good pass, catch and shoot, no hesitation.
28-point ball game as Willie Lee's able to knock down the mid-range shot. And again, they need a big performance from him here in the second half.
Yeah, he's got to get into this. That's his sort of speciality. He can knock down the long shot, but mid-range and in and around the hoop is his thing.
Well, DeBose has made 1 3, goes for another one, can't get it. Lee with the rebound. Giants looking to push this, they got to be quick. Lewis trying to go in and around the defense, goes for the fadeaway, and it just rims his way out. And only Ledger Robertson competing for offensive rebounds.
Yeah, great job by Clifton Moore Jr. keeping Ledger Robertson off the offensive glass.
Whelan almost turning it over. Palitza just gets it back. Giants just need to react a little bit more sharp. Time is winding down. Well, he's usually quite strong around the bucket, but now he's becoming a little bit automatic away from the basket.
Yeah, Clifton Moore Jr. 60% on the season from 2, and that's why. No hesitation with that elbow shot, nothing but net.
Well, Lee pulls up from 15, unable to knock it down. Again, Nicholas Lewis failing to come up with the interception, but you know, he's just bailed out there because Patrick Whelan trying to run the fast break, didn't see the ball coming.
Yeah, defense just hedging their bets there. That's only Caledonia's second turnover, so they've done a great job up until that point.
Again, a very costly, sloppy turnover there from the Giants. And you know, maybe it's a hangover for Christmas Day, I don't know, but at the moment it's only Caledonia Gladiators who've turned up to play today, Graham.
Yeah, we haven't really touched on that. Of course, these guys would have travelled, would have had to do things a bit differently on Christmas Day to get ready for this game today, and they force a turnover, then they give it straight back. Really frustrating for the Giants so far.
Lance Palitza made his last 3. Yeah, makes another one. Potentially could have got an at one there. He is on fire at the moment.
Yeah, he's got good size, he's got a high release, and he's always ready to shoot. Beautiful tactician and technician, Lukasz Palitza.
Well, Giants looking to respond. Again, another, well, again, it's the right idea, but when you have William Lee on your team, you know he wants, but there's Brian Simone. What do you think was the message from him to his players at halftime?
Well, cut down the turnovers and just make Caledonia Gladiators have to work for every single offense. They force that turnover, Caledonia's second one of the game, and then they give it straight back, and that just looks a frustration pass a little bit from Jamel Anderson.
The follow-up, and again, Clifton Moore Jr. Well, we talk about insurance policies on defense. I like to call that the cleanup service, like Clifton Moore LTD. Lewis trying to go in, can't get it. Offensive rebound by William Lee. Lee hanging in the lane. Again, nothing going in the bucket at the moment. 7-0 run here for Caledonia. Trying to push on, leading here by 33 points. DeBose kicks out. Well, why not? Clifton Moore doesn't take many three-pointers. DeBose keeps it alive, but he's going to throw that one back court. Now, that goes out of bounds. It's going to be a baseline ball to the Giants under their own basket.
Yeah, again, another turnover, following on from that, from the earlier one from the Gladiators. But again, Clifton Moore Jr. devastating in and around the hoop. He's only 3 from 9 from the three-point range up until this game today. So, as you say, Josh, does not take many threes.
Well, again, it's going to be a rough ride to the end of the third quarter here from Giants, but at the moment, you know, for them, it's about pride. They have to play for the logo, the badge, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you got it. And do not give up. They've got to keep contesting these 50-50 energy plays, and there's another tough turnover.
Well, there's going to be a layup by Ian DeBose. At the moment, it's indeed a 35-point lead to the Caledonia Gladiators. The timeout's going to be called by Brian Simone. And, you know, I asked you what the talk was at halftime. What do you think he's going to say to his players now?
I told you to cut the turnovers down, and okay, there's a couple that have gone the other way for the Gladiators because they've turned it over. But again, that pass across the top, Josh, I don't like it. Or at times maybe pass fake that, then look inside. Or if you're going to make that pass, make sure you make it, because DeBose, that was a pretty simple dive into the passing lane and the simple steal. So one thing after another, and well, head in hands there from the players.
Down there, that's what we're going to do. Stop. You're only 5 in spread. Okay? 5
Giants
in spread.
coaching staff trying to remain optimistic here. I mean, that's all you can do at this moment. You got to try and give some belief to your players because, you know, 35-point lead. It's rocking up since the halftime break. It's about pride, as we said. You must give something for the Manchester Giants fans watching at home to believe in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't just bail out of this game now. We know it's a tough schedule, but they lost at home against Leicester, who seem to be on the up and up now with Teddy Buckets coming into the game, and everybody's starting to just find their system and where they belong at the Riders there. And Manchester, who'd had some good results, and now they're the ones with the backs up against the wall. And Simonian and his coaching staff have got to find the right words to say in the right order to save this game and save face.
Under 6.5 to go here in the third quarter. 9-0 run for the Caledonia Gladiators in the last 2 minutes. Trying to come off one screen, finding William Lee. He finds Boursier, pump fakes. Goes to the corner, Jamel Anderson, 24-second violation. Giants choking under intense pressure from this Caledonia defense. Again, that timeout. A couple of good looks they could have had there, but one too many passes.
Yeah, and the defense was scrambling and it was suffocating in areas, so they just couldn't get the look they wanted. I mean, they've got Boursier on the floor. They've got to give him the ball on offense and let him go to work.
Well, Almost just playing a bit of bully basketball. You might need to call the principal as he just bullies his way inside the paints.
Yeah, no resistance there from the Giants.
Lee throws up a Hail Mary three-pointer, can't get it. This could become a bit of a problem now. A total calamity. It could be a 40-point ball game. 11-0 run from the Gladiators, Graham.
Yeah, Onwas likes that shot. So he's well within his rights to take it, just in and out.
Well, Lewis is going to force up another Hail Mary three again. That one was from no man's land. I mean, he took that one from St. Mirren and landed down here in this part of Scotland.
Yeah, Nick Lewis doesn't see a shot much that he doesn't like. Drains that from deep.
Well, 5:03 to go. It's going to be the first team foul between either of these two teams in the third quarter. He took this one from Aberdeen. Took a little brief smoke.
Well, he's around 30% from behind the arc. And at the end of the day, he's not too bothered if he's got defense on him or if he's wide open, he's going to take it. If he's in rhythm and he likes the look of the shot.
Almost looking to isolate, trying to go in the post against William Lee. Puts up a jump hook from quite far away, almost got it. Giants come up with a loose ball. Pride has to be a factor, nice pass. Almost connected with it. Right idea, but again, you like that. You like how quickly Lewis tries to get the ball up the court.
Yeah, they've got to try something different. Try and beat Caledonia Gladiators at their own game.
Well, Basel fans, we're going to take a short break as we'll be back momentarily. Well, jingle bells, and oh, what no fun it is to see the Giants play away today here on the 26th at the moment. Trailing here by 34 and 4:48 to go in the third quarter. It's been a tough game for Manchester, Graham.
Yeah, in all areas, they've really struggled. Nick Lewis has just hit that big three, but that's all the offense they seem to be getting. It's speculative, whereas you look at Caledonia Gladiators, they're playing real team basketball.
Trying to go down to Clifton Moore Jr. Guarded here by Snapley. Double teams coming from Boursier. Lines DeBose with a fadeaway mid-range jump, and again, string music, as the great Dan Routledge would say.
Yeah, good read and react from DeBose. Nice pass from Clifton Moore Jr. Little fade on that, nothing but net.
Well, Snapley coming on the floor along with Boursier here. Anything to give them a bit of inspiration on their offense. Goes for a tough fadeaway. The foul's made, and it's going to be an ab one for Nick Snapley. Now, we do have a trivia for some of our fans currently watching live on the YouTube stream. Again, shout out to our fan in Slovenia, Zdravo Edvard Šudic. Gonna ask you, the Giants came back to the British Basketball League in the 2012-2013 season, but when was Manchester Giants' first ever victory against the Caledonia Gladiators when they returned? What season was it? And what day was it, of course? They were known then as the Glasgow Rocks. If you know the answer, put it please in the live YouTube chat. Also, make sure you subscribe to the British Basketball League on YouTube, as well as all social media platforms of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Well, Butcher currently on the floor along with Ian DeBose, Bothwell, Prince Almus, and Lukasz Paliza for Caledonia. Almost. Paliza's been on fire so far, and he remains on fire. This guy's simply a certified walk-in bucket, Graham.
Yeah, and he's got Anderson on him, one of the best defenders in the league, but he's got such good size, knocks it down.
Snapley tries to go for three, can't get it. 37-point lead to the Gladiators. Paliza's in the mood at the moment. Step back, surely not another one. Almost got it. You like his confidence, it's contagious.
Yeah, and I like the fact they went to him again after he just made one, and he got a good look off the step back.
Well, Well, Lewis going for another Hail Mary, can't get it. Another foul has been committed on the rebound. Well, Butcher trying to be very aggressive with the rebounds, but that one, I mean, here's a chance. If you think the way the game is at the moment, being 37 points, it's also a chance, a positive for both teams. You can work on things you won't necessarily get to work on, of course. I mean, the game is going one direction, we can see that, but, you know, Giants, a chance for them to maybe do different things, to try and experiment on different plays, sets. Same goes for the Caledonia Gladiators.
Yeah, and another head-in-hand moment. I agree there, Josh. They've got to keep pushing and keep working, but that is an absolutely unforced turnover. Evan Walsh involved in that one. Tough day at the office for Evan.
Well, you just saw Brian Simonian. Again, you mentioned it. He's probably thinking, what do I have to do to get my team to stop turning the ball over? But at this point, he's probably going to put a line under this one, Graham. Watch her go for a step back. Looks like it's going to be a little too short. Good defense by William Lee. Again, if you're Evan Walsh at the moment, this is just prime time for you. You got nothing to lose here at the moment. You're down by 37. Just attack the basket. It should be a goal for him right now. How many times can I get to the free throw line before the end of the game?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's when he's at his most dangerous, when the defense isn't set. There's a bit of confusion, bit of chaos, and he can slice through into the gaps.
We're going for another three. This one's up, and it's way off the mark. And that goes out of bounds. Well, Basel fans, Kyle Johnson currently is on the floor for the Caledonia Gladiators. And I'm going to give you another trivia about Kyle Johnson. For those watching live on the YouTube chat, well, first of all, there is one legendary King of Scotland, Kieran Archara, in the house tonight. Again, former British basketball player, played for Great Britain at the 2012 Olympics. Also played in the ACB in Spain for one maximum wrestling. Yeah. MVP on the court, also most valuable player and most valuable person for that matter.
Yeah, super player, great big, and played in a really top GB team.
Well, Butcher trying to isolate, got to go up with it. Again, good defense by Austin Lawton, no foul calls. Walsh looking to isolate here, just under 2 minutes. Lawton nowhere to go, finds Stampley, pump fakes. Foul has been called, and that's going to count. Second and one for Nick Stampley. Well, Basel fans, going back to the trivia I was going to give you until we saw the legendary Kieran Archara. For those watching live on the YouTube chat, Kyle Johnson played for a team called London, but it wasn't London Lions. It was London from another country. What was the name of that team, and what country were they in? Let us know in the live YouTube chat if you know the answer. Actually saw him playing for that team as well.
Say again?
Actually saw him play for the other London once. It was back in 2017.
Yeah.
Well, Stampley currently at the free throw line can make this a 34-point deficit. He's able to make the three-point play. Again, he's probably just expecting just a bit of fight from his players, something just to take a little positive back on the journey back to Manchester. Johnson penetrates. They go in the corner. Three is up. Hits the side of the backboard. Gets some rebound, though. Well, tries another three. This one's up, and again, no good, but another offensive rebound. There's another penetration. Goes in with the Eurostep. And no problem inside the lane. Well, we have an answer. Congratulations to Edvard Schudic and Louis Hills, as well as Mark Ann. He played in the Canadian League, not the CBL, but it was London Lightning, correct, in Canada. Good job to you three, shout out. Another missed attempt, it goes out of bounds, and that will remain possession to the Manchester Giants. I've got another question for people watching live on the YouTube chat. In 1999-2000, well, look at this play here. You like the Eurostep by Bothwell, slices up the defense, Graham.
Yeah, that's a tricky move, but shot 34% from three at college, so he can knock that shot down, but he's really got some nice moves going to the bucket.
Well, another turnover. Johnson comes up with it.
Yeah, Evan Walsh trying to get the ball inside for some inside action, but
Strong penetration. Again, Bothwell struggling from downtown, but again, when he gets to the bucket, as you mentioned, just simply fearless and relentless.
Yeah, nice pickup for Caledonia Gladiators by the look of it.
Well, another turnover. Okay, Basel fans, one last question before the end of the third quarter, and take your time to answer this one. In the year 99-2000, there were two NBA champions. They weren't NBA champions at the time that played for the Manchester Giants. One was head coach Nick Nurse, and one was a player who became an NBA champion as an assistant coach. Let us know, two-time NBA champion, once with the Raptors and once with the Lakers. Let us know in the live YouTube chat who the answer is. Caledonia, chance to make this a 41-point ball game with KJ, and there you have it, 41-point lead to the Gladiators. This is becoming a total calamity for the Giants.
Yeah, no pressure on the shot. They just looked at him, dared him to shoot it. Cole Johnson took up the challenge.
Final seconds here. Caledonia, no more fouls to give. Tries to run the pick and roll. Lawton comes up with it, and Lawton gets rejected. Well, Buttrick said, take that one. Back to Lancashire, no in Mikasa. And again, he's got a lot to think about, but Basel fans, it is indeed the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a short break as we will be back momentarily. Welcome back, Basel fans. It is indeed a 41-point lead to the Caledonia Gladiators against the Manchester Giants. The Giants will get the first possession. Well, shout out to some of the fans who tried to attempt to answer the question. The other NBA champion that was with the Manchester Giants in 99-2000 was one Phil Handy, who worked as an assistant coach in the NBA, again winning 2 NBA championships with another turnover. I got another question for all of our Basel fans and quizzes out there. Who was the, actually, I'm going to give you a different one. What was the name of the Caledonia Gladiators when they first came to the British Basketball League in the 1998-99 season? Let us know your answer in the YouTube chat. What was the name of Caledonia when they first came to the British Basketball League in 1998-99?
Yeah, another frustrating play for Evan Walsh there. Well, luckily for Giants, Gladiators step on the same sideline, but down the other end of the floor. Evan Walsh just got to stay calm. He showed his frustration there. He doesn't want to get teched up. He's had such a good run this season in the last, say, half a dozen games, except the last time these two teams met, and he struggled again tonight.
Well, going down low now here to Austin Lawton. Trying to go for a tough post-up, can't get it. It's almost getting the rebound. Again, Caledonia trying to push as much as possible. Bothwell's going to get called for the offensive foul. Good defense by Austin Lawton.
Yeah, great job, brave defense, but this time Bothwell didn't use his misdirection steps or change of direction. Well, he tried to, but Evan Walsh was in the way in close attendance. Great job by Austin Lawton taking the charge. That's the sort of stuff that Manchester Giants have got to pride themselves on for the rest of this game.
Well, Lanson here with the ball in the wing, trying to go to pick and roll with Austin Lawton. Now we're under 10 here on the shot clock. Walsh trying to penetrate, nowhere to go. Tough play by Evan Walsh, and that's what they need right now. Just a solid last 8 minutes and 45 seconds of hard-nosed basketball from the Giants.
Yeah, really tough move. Caledonia made it tough for Evan Walsh, but he had the skill and concentration to get it done.
Well, no offensive foul called against Kyle Johnson. And also just signaling at the referee that he felt a charge should have been called. Well, another deep one coming from Evan Walsh, unable to connect with it.
He took that shot because he didn't see any other options. Not enough player movement for the Giants.
Well, another turnover now. Can the Giants convert this quickly? Harris looking to attack. Trying to go off the backboard, just getting it to slide in. That's good play, possession from the Giants. Remember, 8:05 to go. For them, as we mentioned, Graham, it's all about pride.
Yeah, a little bit of a calamity there with the ball bumbling around. But Manchester Giants managed to come up with it and attack in transition and get an easy 2 for Jalen Harris, who needs to deliver more of that. Just 4 points so far today.
Well, basketball fans, January is upon us, and again, it's going to be an exciting time here in the British Basketball League as we get ready for the trophy.
The British Basketball League trophy is back. The stakes are higher. The action is bigger. Here's how it all goes down. All 10 league teams are split into 2 groups of 5. The trophy games are played across 3 weekends in January, where each team plays 4 games within their group, 2 at home and 2 away. The top 2 teams from each group will go into the semi-finals. It all comes down to an epic Final 4 weekend at the Utilita Arena in Birmingham on the 27th and 28th of January 2024, with back-to-back semi-finals played on the Saturday, followed by a double-header with the men's and women's finals played on the Sunday. It's time to find the 2024 trophy champions.
There's the man who won the British Basketball League trophy last season, Gareth Murray. Again, it's going to be a very exciting January as we look to this new format with the trophy, Graham.
Yeah, every game will matter. 2 groups of 5. Central venue in Birmingham for the finals. It's just going to be awesome. And I'll never forget that Sloan corner 3.
Again, Bothwell going all the way. No help side defense. It's back to a 39-point ball game.
Yeah, Bothwell knows how to get to the bucket. Nice left-hand finish. No help D. In fact, no D.
Walsh trying to find Lawton. Kicks out. Anderson. They get a wide open look from the perimeter. 3 is up, no good. Caledonia do have their second 5 on the floor at the moment, and Buttrick goes in. It's back to 41 points. Scramble on defense for the Giants.
Yeah, good spacing. Get it to Buttrick. Rejects the 3-point attempt. Attacks the bucket. No help defense again.
Another turnover now. Bothwell comes up with it. What do we have here? He's going to go in. He's going to finish this one. And this is becoming disastrous for Manchester.
Yeah,
turning the ball over at will.
Yeah, difficult watch now. Evan Walsh fans, that's a really weak turnover for Evan. He's going to be looking back at this game very frustrated.
Another missed 3-pointer attempt. Will try to go behind the back as he finds Austin Lawton off the turnover, and he gets the 50th point of the game for the Giants. Still a 41-point deficit.
Yeah, a little bit chaotic there, but Lawton ends up with the dunk.
Well, nowhere to go, kicks this one out. Buttrick thought about the 3-pointer, step back, goes for another one. Was he going to get the assist? Oh, he's not going to get the assist. He didn't make it. KJ just going in for the follow-up, and it rattles its way in and out. Frazier Malcolm for three. Good looks there for the Gladiators, but unable to knock him down. As Harris goes for a three, and this one in the corner a little bit too short. Now things getting heated. Well, again, what is going on? The referee's trying to intervene, and Basel fans, we do apologize for the scenes, and you can see great job by teammates of both the Giants and the Gladiators trying to intervene and prevent things from escalating.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Lawton is doing here. It's a 40-point game. He's up against Jimenez. He's got a massive size advantage there. And it's just a coming together of two players hustling for a loose ball. They can't end up with getting players thrown out because there's still games coming up before the new year, before the trophy starts in January, so they cannot be losing players for behaviour like that, Josh.
Well, the referees are asking both players to go to the benches. I think they need to evaluate this because, as you mentioned, coming together, it might just be a case, you mentioned, 50-50, but they have to make a decision now. So until we see the replay, well, it's quite an unfortunate event, of course. I mean, you can definitely understand the Giants players being frustrated, being down by so many, but let's have a look at the replay here. Now watch Lawton and Frazier Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, that is a wrestling match. I mean, they're not even near the...
Well, it's Jimenez, excuse me, my apologies.
Jimenez,
it's not
sorry,
Frazier
yeah.
Malcolm, yep.
Not even near the ball. I mean, Jimenez has got no chance. He's just been manhandled big time there.
You know, Austin Lawton is just a great play. He's been good so far for the Giants this season, but unfortunately, this doesn't reflect on how he is as a professional. You know, he's a top player. You're down by 40, of course. You just, unfortunately, just can't let your emotions get the best of you. Well, I think what's happened is the box out started by the free throw line. So Jimenez tried to prevent Lawton from getting a rebound at the key. And then when they got under the basket, that's when the tangle was up.
Yeah, but great job by Jimenez wanting to box somebody out. A lot of times, you know, I'm old school. Let go and box somebody out. He does his job. Lawton doesn't like it. You know, I don't think Jimenez has done anything wrong, except when he gets up after his shirt's nearly been ripped off his back and maybe starts to square up, but his teammates are already there.
The referees have ruled. That's excessive. If I come on and taken him out, yeah, that would have got taken down.
Number 33, that would be his fourth personal. And a bench technical for the Caledonia Gladiators.
Now, Caledonia is going to get a bench technical because players came off the bench during play. So that's the right corner. I believe, I'm correct, they've called an unsportsmanlike foul against Austin Lawton. So I think the referees have actually done a very good job here of, number one, stepping in right away, preventing the situation from escalating. So, let's pay homage to them for that. And they've given the right calls. I think, as you mentioned, Lawton just maybe the emotions got the best of him. He's a great player. Fans who are just watching this game for the first time, Austin Lawton, one of the hardest workers in this league, will give you good hard work when he's on the floor. But Jimenez boxed him out from the free throw line. It just became a tussle. Well, the technical free throw is going to be shot. So it does mean afterwards, I believe, Caledonia will get 2 free throws for the unsportsmanlike call. Jamal Anderson makes the free throw, cutting it down now to a 40-point deficit. Remember, technical foul is only worth 1 free throw. Depending who has possession, we'll get it back.
Jamal Anderson and Lewis, 2 of the key players for Manchester in conversation there. They've got to find a solution to get things back on track for this Giants team.
Well, it's a 40-point ball game, and Graham, if you want to know what was the biggest deficit already this season, well, it was a 39-point deficit which the London Lions had won. But guess who was on the other end of that game? Manchester Giants.
Manchester Giants, yeah.
So Giants might be breaking their own record, the league record and their own record tonight. So I'm sure it's something they want to go home knowing.
Yeah, and the Riders were right up there as well, 37 deficit when the Lions really put their foot on the gas.
Well, the 23rd of September, London Lions defeated Manchester Giants 115-76. Giants again are going to be holding 2 records here tonight, but potentially could be setting a new one. It's a 40-point ball game. Good stuff by Lawton, goes in, throws it down, and just gets a nice little positive-free ovation from the home crowd.
Yeah, well, that's what he needs to be doing. Get the ball down low, turn and power it through the hoop.
Well, Buttrick off the pick and pop. 3 is up, no good. Now Giants looking to push. Harris is going to go up, gets rejected. Well, Bothwell with the denial.
Yeah, 2 young guards going at it. Bothwell getting a header of Jalen Harris in transition.
Well, Harris just made an application. It just got denied.
Yeah, total denial for Bothwell, just showing another aspect of his game. He was a big shot blocker at college as well, looking at his stats from last season in particular.
Well, Nicholas Lewis going for a deep 3, can't get it. Snapping to the offensive board. Finds Jamel Anderson, that's way off the mark. And again, Lawton becoming a fan favorite here in Scotland, cutting it down to a 38-point ball game.
Yeah, and he's returning to the game after that incident, as he should be, trying to help his team and claw this lead back.
Buttrick looking to isolate now. Pump fakes. Finds Bothwell, struggle from the perimeter tonight, but again, just can't connect. Just tries to go in with a Euro step. Lawton could go 6 points in a row, unable to get it. Gladiators have numbers, 3-on-2 in transition, goes up, gets the and one, and he'll be going to the charity stripe. And the home crowd ironically cheering because the foul indeed is on Austin Lawton.
Yeah, Lawton trying to hustle back. Oscar Baldwin gets the finish, and the local crowd would have absolutely loved that. But again, it's unselfish basketball. It's getting your head up early, and it's delivering the perfect pass. Inside shoulder, gets it done.
Well, Basel fans will take a short break. We'll be back momentarily. Well, again, he'll be very relieved to know his team are going to pick up a very big victory tonight, but currently the free throw line for the Caledonia Gladiators one, Oscar Baldwin, who is the grandson of the late, great David Baldwin, a former owner of the legendary Sheffield venue, Baldwin's Omega. Started with the Sheffield Sharks junior team, played at Hallam University, but made his debut in the British Basketball League in the 2021 season. Giants unable to get something quick. Lewis comes up with a steal, finds Stampley. Lewis pump fakes, goes for another step back 3. This one's up, and again, no good, but the follow-up, that's what you want to see from Manchester. Even though they're down by 37, just continue to compete right to the very end.
Yeah, absolutely correct. And that just get to the glass, make all the effort plays, walk out of here with your head held as high as possible.
KJ finding Buttrick, pick and pop, 3 is up, and it's a 40-point lead again. If it stays like this, Giants will set a new record, their own record that is, for biggest deficit loss of the season. But again, William Lee is going to make sure that doesn't happen as he hits a big three-pointer.
2 threes, no hesitation from either Buttrick, and then followed by Lee.
That's only the 3rd three-pointer of the night here for the Giants. As great as he's been going to the bucket, he has struggled from the perimeter tonight, Bothwell.
Yeah, it doesn't fully square up, sort of side on slightly with the left-hand shot.
Well, Lee, another 3 off the pick and pop, can't get it. Baldwin with the rebound. 3 minutes to go. Caledonia lead at 97-60 against the Manchester Giants. That's going to be a kickball violation, so fresh 14 on the clock here for the Gladiators. Boursier is going to come back into the game for the Giants. And Nicholas Lewis insinuating that the ball didn't come off of his leg.
Yeah, it just adds to the frustration for the Giants team.
Well, then you just saw the owner of the Caledonia Gladiators, Steve Timoney. Buttrick now trying to put it on the ground. Step back, unable to connect. Lewis finding Harris. Harris going for 3 in transition, now cuts it down to a 34-point deficit.
Yeah, nice push ahead by Lewis. Early release of the ball meant that Jalen Harris was open in the corner.
Apologies, this is a 35-point ball game, excuse me. Well, nice dime going, finding Baldwin with a 2-handed jam. What a dime, a no-look.
Yeah, Fraser Malcolm earlier for the Clifton Moore Thunder dunk, and this time Jimenez. Nice bounce pass for the dunk.
Lee going for the fadeaway. It's all a consolation, but it is about pride here for the Giants, continuing to compete right to the end. No doubt, of course, Brian Simonian will probably look at this game, put a line under it. Definitely trying to improve on things to move on to the next one. 35 points of difference. Buttrick stepping out, big 3, and that's way too short. That's Baldwin, excuse me. Well, we're over 90 seconds left, Graham, and Caledonia playing like a team, definitely knocking on the door against the London Lions. Remember, they had a big victory, had the couple bucks. Johnson tries to isolate, just gets it to rattle its way in. 37 points.
Yeah, again, he's been huge, Carl Johnson. Great player, British, and been a real glue player.
Oh, excellent isolation by Harris. Just getting the layup with his inside left hand.
Yeah, nice attack. Haven't seen enough of that from Jalen Harris. We know he can be explosive, just hasn't had it going enough today.
Jimenez down the middle. Kicks out, finds Buttrick. Phil's got to shoot this one now. No time left. Crosses over off the dribble, takes it, can't get it. Just over 40, or under 45 seconds left. Harris going all the way, getting rejected. Good defense by Bothwell. Well, Giants possibly could avoid setting a new record for biggest deficit. In the corner, Jimenez wide open. That 3 is up, and again, no good. Baldwin's going to turn it over. Well, again, I got to ask you, it's been a great game so far for the Caledonia Gladiators, and you know, so many players have stepped up in this game, whether it's Patrick Whelan, you know, so many good players, but you know, one play comes to mind for you, Graham.
Yeah, Clifton Moore Jr. has been fabulous. When the game was on the line and they were building their lead, he had one play after another, and one of them we may, and I'm sure we will remember for a long time. It's Clifton Moore Jr., my player of the game.
Well, the end this one, Caledonia Gladiators, they win 101-68 against the Manchester Giants. What a performance from Gareth Murray's players. Clifton Moore Jr., 4 rebounds and 6 assists away from a potential triple-double. Just these fans coming and filling out this arena. You know, happy Boxing Day, if you like.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been marvellous effort by Gareth Murray's men right from the start. They've just been too much for Manchester Giants, and they just kept pushing and pushing. And Whelan, Moore Jr., Palissa, excellent play. Carl Johnson, I love his inclusion and the amount of energy and scoring and great play he brought. And Bothwell, really nice inclusion, Mike Bothwell. He's going to be a star as well.
Just an unbelievable game from the Caledonia Gladiators, a team that did feature in the FIBA Europe Cup this season, winning 3 of their games, losing 3. Unfortunately, not making it through to the next round, but you know, the way Steve Timoney has run this club, bringing back a GB legend in Gareth Murray. Gareth Murray obviously been with this team for the last few seasons, but building for the future, trying to build the essence of a Scottish identity, having a Scottish coach and some very good Scottish players, but trying to make them, number one, a team to be reckoned with in the British Basketball League, but also to put British basketball on the map in Europe.
Yeah, and it's been a big season for British teams in Europe, with London Lions still going strong. Great experience for the Caledonia Gladiators, and you've got Bristol Flyers and Newcastle still in the European North Basketball League. So the league just keeps elevating, and the play of the Caledonia Gladiators, in particular Clifton Moore Jr., absolutely top-notch.
Well, we're going to take a look at the statistics from this game, where it was a one-sided performance. Caledonia winning 101-68 ground. You look at that, 27 assists to 14, with the turnovers 17, one too many.
Yeah, that's 10 difference in turnovers and 13 difference in assists. Just too much of a lopsided look for Caledonia Gladiators, all in their favour.
Well, again, so many great games to come this weekend. In 2 days' time, we'll see Leicester Riders taking on the Bristol Flyers. Well, on Friday the 29th, doubleheaded Cheshire Phoenix will host the Manchester Giants. Caledonia back in action as they take on London Lions. The big game to look out for, that is going to be on Sky Sports. Well, on Saturday the 30th, we'll see Leicester Riders again. They'll be taking on the Sheffield Sharks. Plymouth City Patriots will also host the Newcastle Eagles. While on Sunday, New Year's Eve, the Sharks will be hosting the Manchester Giants, a big historic rivalry, which once saw Chris Finch coach against the great Nick Nurse. While the first game of the new year, we'll see Surrey Scorchers as they will host the London Lions. But now, Basel fans, time to take a look at the league standings. Caledonia, again, 20 games played so far, remain in second place and looking in great form. Manchester Giants unable to get a victory, which will not see them go in contention for a playoff spot, Graham. But again, great stuff. I mean, overall, we expected this to be a good game. We didn't expect it to be this great for the Caledonia Gladiators, though.
Yeah, total domination for the Caledonia Gladiators in so many areas. We saw that in assists. Too many turnovers for the Giants. They really need almost to go back to the drawing board.
Now, the next game on Sky Sports is going to be a great one. A top-of-the-table clash. Caledonia against London Lions. Caledonia's already beaten them away from home this season. What can we see this time?
Yeah, well, the way the Gladiators have performed today, if they can keep that going, Gareth Murray just keep pushing. London Lions know if they're not at the absolute top of their game, they could have trouble.
Well, Basel fans, we hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Of course, it is Boxing Day. We would like to thank you for joining us. I'm Josh Bett. He's Graham Hiscock. This is good night and goodbye from the British Basketball League.